Hi, I'm Katie Ullman reporting for Katie Chats at Smitheetv in downtown Toronto. I'm here with actor Daniel Kash. Tell me how you got into the business with your mom, who was a very famous opera singer, and your father, who is a very famous violinist.
Well, to be honest, yes, that's true about my parents. They were in that side of the music industry, but I had also a sister who was going to be an actress. She's the cream cheese angel on Philadelphia Cream Cheese. You might know her. I thought I would never be an actor because my sister was bound to be an actress forever, like sort of extrovert and so on, and I was never going to do it. And I remember writing my grade 10 teacher that I wanted to be an actor and that I would never tell anybody because I just thought that was her ground and it looked like I was just following her and that kind of thing. And then I saw Equus and Jesus Christ Superstar on Broadway, and then the Gin Game at the Royal Alex Theatre with Jessica Tandy and Hume Cronin, and I went, you know what, I want to do this. I wonder if I ever will tell anybody. I did 1 year of university, and then I thought, you know what? It had nothing to do with my parents, actually, except for the fact that I saw that there was possibility of creating a life in the entertainment world. But I just went, no, I'm going to do that. I was totally depressed when I actually came to the conclusion that I actually was going to do it. But saying, oh my God, I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to do this.
And when you were cast on Aliens, were you expected to? Did you expect that entire ride of having such a huge fan following? And was it what you expected it would be?
Alien, the first movie, the Ridley Scott movie, was so big at the time that I thought it probably was going to be something, and James Cameron, who was kind of unknown then, he had done Terminator, and he was on the rise. He was 32. To be honest, I wrote my agent after it looked like I might be in the running for this thing, and I wrote him and said, "Why would I want to be in this crap? This is not where I want to go. I want to be a Shakespearean actor. I'm headed towards the classics. Don't throw me this kind of garbage." Because to me, when I read the script, it seemed like a chase movie, and I didn't care. And but when I got to the set, it was at Pinewood Studios, and I was basically like living on French fries at the time, and a chauffeur picked me up. It was in England because I lived in England for 8 years. And Colin Firth, by the way, was my roommate.
Oh my goodness!
He's one of my best pals, and so I was picked up in this shabby old house that I was living in by a limo and brought to Pinewood Studios, and Sigourney Weaver walked up to me, and this was an amazing set and the whole deal, and I went, you know what, this is going to be something. So whenever there was a photo shoot of a group shot or anything, I went, I got to get in this because I have a feeling this is possibly something special. And to be honest, there are groups around the world that are devoted to aliens as opposed to alien. They're devoted to the movie like it's their meaning of life. And I think it's gone even further than James Cameron or anyone would ever have expected, as a cult.
Absolutely.
And
tell me a little bit about how you got involved in the film Solo, which has come out and did a really is coming out on February 28th and has had a wonderful premiere at After Dark and in Montreal as well. And what it was like shooting in Algonquin Park. Was it scary up there?
The way I got into it is just because I'm just one of the, I live in Toronto because I'm one of the sort of 10 to 15 people that tend to go up for everything that's going on, and that's a nice place to be. And I had never met the director or producer, and I think I was recommended by someone somehow, and I went out for a beer with them and had a interview kind of thing, and they wanted me to do it. That's really how that came about. I mean, I'm willing to do any damn job. You know what I mean? And this seemed interesting, and they seemed like really engaged and sort of very passionate about their lives and this project. So of course I'd do anything, right? Also, it's a kind of fantastic part to do a sort of scary guy on an island. However, even though I was the scary element in the film. And that seems to be my lot in life, and it's related, I think, to my Polish heritage. I always think I'd be Hamlet in Poland, but in North America, I'm a killer or a cop. But one funny thing about the scary element was we went to a camp in Algonquin Park and to film. And because I was one of the leads of the film, I was given a private cabin in the evening for my own to sleep in. And I can't tell you how scared I was. I was constantly emailing my wife going, "Oh my God, I'm so scared. I get sad. There's noises all around. And I have no light. It's totally black. I'm freaking out here." And it was really funny as a juxtaposed to who I was in the film.
Interesting. And can you speak a little bit to the joy of playing the villain in a film, and how it is scary, but also it seemed a little bit like you were having fun with it as an actor, which made the character very interesting.
Well, when I started acting, I was surrounded by all the young pretty boys of the world, and I realized that I had to sort of spend 20 years getting past the pretty boys in order to get to probably the character parts that my face was going to lend me to, and basically that seems to be happening. And in the end, to be honest, because I've actually played a couple of lovers, and it's way more fun to play the bad guy. Mm-hmm. It is always more fun, just because of the setup of the whole thing. Every scene is intense because of your presence and how the script is wielding itself. So, yeah, it's fun. It's like everyone's terrified of you, and you have the thrust, and every little glance of yours counts, and and I guess I'm just scary. I said to my wife, why am I always corrupt, and why am I always scary? And she said, "You have a corrupt face."
And tell me, what do you have coming up next? I know there's some very exciting projects on the horizon.
Yeah, well, I'm in RoboCop, which is kind of cool. Yeah. And I also am in a very big video game called Watchdog. The voice of, but it's really kind of cool. That comes in May. And then also I'm on a series called The Strain, which is produced and directed by Guillermo del Toro, who did Pan's Labyrinth and Pacific Rim and all those things. I had done Mama, this film Mama, with him. And I basically got this part in this series related to Mama. And The Strain is fantastic. It's based on 3 books written by Guillermo and a co-writer, and I'm not allowed to say anything really about the story, but very interesting, and a huge series comes out in July, and it's pretty exciting, I think.
Absolutely. And where's the best place for us to follow you and find out more information on you and your exciting career online? IMDb?
I guess it's always IMDb. I always tell people to go to IMDb if they want to find out credits and things like that about people. I mean, I should have a website, actually. I should, but I'm really slow at all those things, and I don't.
Well, you're very busy, so. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on...
I should say one other thing. For people in Toronto, I'm in a play, a new play in April called A God in Need of Help. And it's written by Sean Dixon, and Richard Rose is the director, and it's a great new play, and should be very interesting.
Great. Well, thanks again, and congratulations, and best of luck with the film and all of your other projects as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Katie Allman reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto.